Hey guys, what's going on? So, building a guitar body, and sometimes stupid stuff like this happens. And, you know, maybe it was my fault, maybe it was just me and the way I did stuff, but needless to say, what happened is I was routing a guitar body, and I busted off. It goes like this. I busted off a chunk. Now you can see there's a chunk missing down there. That is this chunk here. So this chunk's going to go in kind of like this, like that, and then this chunk will go on here. So we got to glue it all back together because we're not throwing this guitar body away. I was routing a cavity on a router table. I probably should have been using the handheld router instead of a router table. The router bit caught and threw the body into the bit, and when it did, it hit and ended up busting this chunk off. It happens. We're going to fix it today. So the first thing we're going to do is this chunk. It looks like one solid chunk. Actually, it's 5 pieces that busted off from the grain. I'll show you. Alright, so here you can see my 5 pieces here. And if we pull them apart, you'll see they pull right apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So they broke with the grain. Everything broke on the grain line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first glue all these 5 back together using wood glue. Once they get them glued together, we'll glue it back onto here. And then the last thing we'll do is take this piece and glue it back on to there. Hopefully everything will work out just fine. So this is our piece. It's glued up. It's been glued and clamped for about 35 or 40 minutes. So it's not going nowhere. I'm going to go ahead and take the clamps off of it. And now what we got is a solid block that is going to go onto this piece. About like that. Alright, that's going to glue onto that. And once that's onto there, I'm going to try this all in one shot if I can. This piece here is going to glue on like that. Okay, and then this piece here is going to glue on like that, and then that'll be what we got. So like I said, when it cut along the grain line, it just kind of falls back in. The grain like goes up and down, if you know what I mean, and each piece falls kind of like a jigsaw puzzle back together. So now I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece onto here like that, figure out a way to clamp it on there and get it to where it's going to hold up tight, and then that'll be, we'll get that glued on, and we're going to come back and figure out how we're going to glue this thing back onto there. Okay, sorry for the bad lighting, but I'm over in the corner. This is how I got to glue it up. This is how it's going to be. So, as you can see here, I got my other chunk, that little chunk I had, it's glued on. I clamped it down, held it for like 15-20 minutes. It's nice and secure. So now, I'm going to use this guitar body here, because it's got a curve in that pretty much matches this. I'm going to use this to go inside there. Put some glue on both these joints, glue them together like this, get them lined up where they're perfect like that, and we'll take a clamp it to the outside of this, the inside of this, and just squeeze. That should put enough pressure on my 2 glue joints right here, and we'll let that set for a half hour, 45 minutes. And once that's done, we'll unclamp it and let it cure for the 24 hours or stuff before we do any more working on this guitar body. So that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to clamp it up and see if this will work. Okay, so as you can see, I got this thing clamped. I got it glued using this body here as a, whatever you want to call that, support to help keep pressure on this glue joint. If we take a look here real quick, you can see right there is my glue joint from the upper part. We go down to the back, you can see where the 5 pieces were glued together there, and then you can see my fresh glue joint right there. And this was a video I didn't plan on making, but you know, when something happens like this, you got to come back through and fix it. I wasn't going to throw it away. Now naturally, if I couldn't fix it, I'd have thrown it away, but I didn't really want to. That's what we did. We showed you how we can fix the guitar body, and I'm making a couple part series on building this guitar body here. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to strengthen this glue joint up. I got some ideas of what we're going to do to make this glue joint even stronger than it's going to be when it's done. So I'm going to leave this thing clamped for a couple hours, let it get nice and cured, and then we'll go continue working on this guitar body. But that is it for this video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Comment, like, share this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.